Good morning, this is Dustin with Orlando Painters. We're here at the Klein residence in Chiliota, Florida. The homeowner, Ron, great guy. Awesome piece of land. He's got like over 8 acres here. Beautiful house. Just had this brand new big garage built. He owns a stucco company. He does amazing work. This garage is phenomenal. It's like a man's dream come true. Look how big it is. Synthetic ceiling, overhead lights, electrical outlets everywhere, 50 amp plug for motorhome, ceiling outlets. It's amazing. And it matches his house identical. Big piece of property, keeps it really nice. We're epoxy coating this floor for Ron. It's already been cleaned and prepped, and doing a little trick to this floor. The color we're using is actually going to be haze gray. It's a real, like a dark gray. This here is an actual floor primer that in commercial environments, industrial environments, I like to use a floor primer first. Just basically an insurance policy that the epoxy is going to really stick to this floor and be super unbelievably durable. So floor's been all prepped and cleaned, and now they're rolling out this floor primer. And this floor primer will have to dry for about 4 to 4.5 hours before we can apply the epoxy coating. And what we'll do is, I got a few guys here now, and they're going to roll out this whole floor. It's about 8:30 in the morning on Thursday, April 28th. And what we'll do is roll this whole floor out with this floor primer. This is a real sophisticated floor primer. It's really going to grab into the pores of this concrete and just really adhere. And then the epoxy will adhere to the floor primer. So there's really zero chance that this floor will ever chip, flake, or peel. Now you can do the floor without the floor primer for sure, but I've been doing this for 27 years, and applying the floor primer first is, in my opinion, is definitely the way to go. So this is a 2-part floor primer, and you mix it together, with a paddle drill. You can reduce it if you want a little bit, maybe 10%. Mix it for 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then let it sit for 20, 30 minutes. Let it sweat in. Then you start to work with it. So they're rolling this whole floor out with this primer here. I like to use a different color when I'm putting my primer down, instead of putting the same exact color as the top coat. That way when you're rolling out the floor, you're guaranteed you're not going to miss any spots. A lot of times if you use the same exact color and then you put for the floor primer, then you come along and use this, come to put the finished floor epoxy down, a lot of times you miss spots because it's the same exact color. You can kind of see from different angles where you have like little lines where you've missed. Then it's just a big time pain in the butt getting back into it and fixing those spots, so without leaving, little areas where everyone can tell you touched up at. So if you put the floor primer down first with a different color, then when you roll the floor out with the finished epoxy, you can see every single little perfect pass, so just another little trick. But I'll send these guys over to and join another crew on a project for 3-4 hours, and then I'll send them back over here and we'll apply the floor epoxy and flake it today. We'll walk around here with spiked shoes and flake it so the flakes are all dispersed evenly. Spiked shoes is another key to doing these floors the right way when you're broadcasting color chips. If not, you're standing on the side of the epoxy and you're throwing the flakes out there. When you got spiked shoes, you can walk around right on top of your floor and you can broadcast them evenly so it looks perfectly uniform. So they'll go to another job and work for a few hours, and they'll come back here and apply the finished epoxy and broadcast the color chips. And then tomorrow morning we'll come back, and after we let it dry all day, we'll come back tomorrow morning sometime and we'll apply the industrial strength protective clear coat. And this floor is going to be unbelievably beautiful, unbelievably durable. But I'll make a finished video so you can see the difference. I think you're going to be blown away by the results. It's going to look amazing. He's going to have his offshore boat pulled in here and whatever else he has, and it'll just look unbelievable. So I'll make a video tomorrow of our final product, and thanks again for watching this short video here of one of our Orlando epoxy floor projects. This is residential. I like to think of it as commercial a little bit. It's kind of a commercial feel here with a floor this big usually don't see floors this big on residential properties. He has another garage on the other side of this property. It's another 50 by 30. He wants us to do that as well. He said he's got a lot of stuff to get out of there first though, so no rush. But when he sees this floor here, I think he's gonna be overwhelmed and won't want to wait to get to the other floor. This is all Sherwin-Williams. This is our sole product provider. Great products. They warranty everything. There's never a problem. So again, this is Dustin with Orlando Painters LLC, 407-267-5886. Have a wonderful day.